Welcome back everyone, I'm Plays Games, this is Hardspace Shipbreaker, and today I believe we have another training mission to do. We don't have any upgrades to do because we're not at high enough level to unlock the stuff we want, and we don't have enough loyalty points to spend on it even if we were at the right level. So let's see if we can get a level out of today's training exercise. I believe today we're going to be learning about power generators, so let's get into it.
Hey there, Cutter. Gonna really need your full attention today. We're going over the power generator. Hold up now. Training time has not been authorized. We have quotas to meet. Hal, power generators are highly hazardous. Joseph, you've gotta promote self-sufficiency in your team. Let 52 here hash it out. Nothing like a spare or two to let the lesson sink in. Hal, look, I gotta report if we're not hitting quotas. Don't want to draw Rye Paulson's attention now, right? All right, Cutter. I'm adding some tasks for you to follow for this shift only. Just make sure you pull them fuses before going for the power generator.
Okay. Now what we have here are grade 3 cut points. And grade 3 cut points, as we can tell because the targeting reticule is grey, cannot be cut with the stinger. And neither can they be cut with the split saw. These are what you need demolition charges for. We'll just take you through them. You can get to these by using the silly circular cycle select, or you just press number 3 in your number pad. And the reticule for these is an oblong, because these cut in a disc, as you see. And this is what they look like. And that is a blast radius, so obviously we don't want to cut anything else other than this. You just slap it down.
Cutter. Now, just make sure to clear the area before detonating that bad boy.
And the good thing is that, you can detonate multiple of these at the same time. So let's slap another one down here. I know, we're not even doing power generator stuff at the moment, we're doing this stuff. And luckily for us, we actually bought these things, because we actually do need them now. Right, let's, otherwise we would never be able to separate this from the rest of it. We could tether the whole, we could get inside and cut that piece off and then tether the whole thing down. But that would mean we'd be losing 102,000 of that in the barge. Okay, I think that's all the cut points we need. What you do is that you then press V.
Okay, now, you sure your charge is in the right spot? Measure twice, cut once, Cutter.
Or
ready? Give that trigger a squeeze.
Shut up, Weaver. Or you just press the number again to change modes. So let's do that. Bang, 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 bang. There we go.
And lift off. See, Cutter? That's how it's done.
Right, that's not even what we're supposed to be doing today, but I thought I'd take you through it. Okay, what we need to find... Okay, looks like that's all depressurized. That's good.
Salvage deposit secured.
How about the front of the ship? How's this? That is pressurized. Okay, not a huge problem. We'll just throw that bit in the barge because we can. Right, we do only have 11 minutes left to find this power generator, so let's go to systems. That's object, that's systems. Well, that's not power generator, that is fuel. Okay, looks like, aha. Green is electrical, that's what we need. That is the power generator. No, in fact, you know what would help this ring thing to move is if we actually cut the other 2 cut points. Poor little tethers can't get a grip in it because I've still got it attached. Right, now it'll move. Right, and away that goes. Okay, we need to get in here, depressurize it. Good, that's moving now. Where is the airlock? Here it is. Let's put...
Airlock depressurizing. Credits deposited.
Okay, let's try and find the atmosphere regulator in here, if there is one. Well, this is all pressurized. This isn't good. That's all pressurized. Okay, bit of a problem. But
There's one of them fuses, Cutter. See them blinking red lights? Wait till they're off, then pull the release lever. Now don't forget to salvage that fuse.
luckily you have an audio cue as well. You do have to time it quite well, and then this just gets ejected and you pick it up. There are 3 of these fuses.
There it is, the power generator. Now, these beauties carry a heck of a charge, so be extra careful or you'll be fried to a crisp. See those lights around it? Red means you need to disconnect more fuses before pulling this beast out.
Yeah, as he says, these little red lights will go green when you've pulled enough fuses. There's always 3 fuses. And the more fuses you pull, the faster these lights start blinking. As you can see, these are quite fast. Now, you do have to time it quite good.
Ooh, that part is perfect for the armadillo. Check out the diagnostics program in your hab to install it.
And this one is super fast.
Well done, Cutter. Disconnected all the fuses. Now the power generator should be safe to extract. Give it a go.
Well, I would, but I don't want to cut the cap off the ship because it's going to explosively decompress. So we're going to have to find a way to decompress this thing before we can do that. What's through there? A cabin? Which is... Maybe we can... Okay, is the cockpit decompressed? Oh, I'm not a fan of this situation.
Airlock depressurizing.
We may have to explosively decompress. Okay, that atmosphere regulator is broken and this is not good. I'm taking that now. Okay.
Airlock pressurizing.
This is all bad. Obviously, we can't. We could just shoot one of these doors and decompress everything up the top. But I think I'm gonna just open this door because I believe on the other side of that is all depressurized. So let's just grab on here, flip this, and hope nothing explodes. RIP headphone users, that was extremely loud. Data drive, useless, but we'll take it. Circuit, atmosphere regulator, probably couldn't have used that because this bit was already decompressed. Alright, I think we are now decompressed, which now means we can open this airlock and that should open both doors to space. Yes? No? Yes? Good. And this should also open all the way through to the cockpit. Yep, good, that's all done. Now it's all depressurized, we'll just double check. No bars of green, excellent. Right, now we can cut the front end of the ship off and get this on the barge, because we've only got 6 minutes to do it. We also need to cut these out. And the other one. One more down here. Okay, now the whole front end of the ship should just pull away, so let's find the way out and do that. I think we're upside down. Yeah, we are. Okay, good. Go up here, brake. Good that we've upgraded our brakes. We stop on an absolute dime now. Yes, we need to cut these. And this one. And then tether the hell out of this thing. Specifically, the front of the ship needs to go there, please.
That's 5 minutes left on the clock, Cutter.
I know.
5 minutes remaining.
I know, Mr. Weaver. Don't you worry about that. Good, that's all separating nicely. Should be able to come down here and grab this bit now. Metal it will. Now we'll just grab these lights while it's moving. And we'll just get all the other lights. I'm just waiting for that to move further away so I can actually pull the generator safely.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay, let's grab this now.
Whew. Safe pull. Well done, Cutter. Rest should be a breeze. Just place it on the old barge.
It's a fairly heavy piece of equipment. And away it goes. And of course, that now means when you've pulled the power generator, it may deactivate some things like door controls inside the ship, so plan your things out.
Congratulations, Cutter. You've secured your first power generator.
Right, let's get this thing out of here. Get that tethered over there just now. We'll come and get the bottom one. It's being a little bit willful. Come on. Come out. Nice. You're going to be like that, are you? In that case, you can just go straight into the processor. It'll pull itself free. There we go. Jolly good. All that is processor, so we can just yeet the whole of that in there. And that needs to go on the barge, so we need to get this out the way first. Do that tomorrow. Cancel that.
Object process.
That goes in there. All this can just go straight in the processor, I think. I'll double tether it just to get it on its way. So yeah, that's how you do power generators. They're a little bit finicky, but then everything is. Lots more added complexity. The ships are getting bigger. There's a lot more stuff to do in them.
Secured. Applying credit.
You've always got to figure out the decompression sequence. Sometimes that can be a real pain.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Sometimes, like the time we just had, you have no option but to explosively decompress at least some of the ship. Oh, come here, you. Thank you. Right, go away.
Salvage deposit
Right,
accepted.
then in the morning we'll
Credit
pop all
transferred.
these things off and throw them on the barge. We'll get this on the barge. Oh, look, it left the cage behind. That's a little bit annoying.
Processing object.
Not a huge issue, of course. Good, that's going to go over there. We'll just double tether it to get it really moving. Yeah, and we can actually just push this straight down on the barge now that there's nothing in the way. Other than that, okay, they're just going to do that, are they? In that case, you can get a triple tether. Nice. Now we're going to hit at least one salvage goal if either of these reaches its destination.
Down, Cutter. Dig deep. Let's finish strong.
Don't you worry about that, Mr. Weaver. Everything is fine. Let's just pop the airlocks off this thing, shall we?
Salvage registered.
There we go. Salvage goal one.
Transferring credits. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping.
You will notice that our oxygen has actually lasted this entire shift. It's running out with 15 seconds to go, so good for us, I suppose. Sweet. Nice. That was a great shift. 5 million. Didn't quite hit rank 13. We will tomorrow, that is for sure.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Right, let's head straight back out to work. And as always, you do get to continue working on your training ships, thruster fuel, tethers,
Tethers restored.
demo charges. You do not need very many demo charges for each ship. You really don't. It's just to blast off these things on the outside. You don't want to be using them on the inside parts because you'll just end up destroying the whole ship. Because they are not the most precision tools. See, all this stuff here is... all these cut points here are cut point 3, which means you would need to use an awful lot of them demo charges. And you would probably end up losing some other stuff as well. Whoops, like that. Yes, I know I cut some aluminium. Shut up. I am not going to separate these with demo charges. I'm going to separate these with the stinger. Or the split saw. Because it's only aluminium, so who cares? Where am I? Which way am I going? What's my name? What am I doing? There we go. And 3. And 4. And I do believe that's all of these things now. So... you go on the barge. You go on the barge.
Salvage
You go on the
deposit
barge.
registered. Account credited.
You go on the barge. You go on the barge. Oop. No, that's me hitting my head. Oop, don't do that. Right, okay. Jolly good. Then we just need to get these things moving a little bit. Go. Right. Barge. Oh, look, they didn't make it to the barge. They're just kind of hanging out outside it. That's a little bit annoying.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And you go on there. Let's just pull these up. We'll get them moving whilst we do the ones on the side.
Applying credit to account.
Okay, some of them look like they don't want to move, so we'll just have to line ourselves up a bit better.
Account credit
There
applied.
we go. That's more like it. You're ready. You're ready. And you're ready. Jolly good.
Salvage
Good.
accepted.
These ones have
Credit
moved.
applied.
At least that one did. Why are you not
Salvage
moving?
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Go on, away you go.
Salvage deposit registered.
There is a
Account
maximum number of tethers you can have active at any one point. See, all these ones are still active even though they're on the barge. Which is sometimes why you may not want to increase the tether lifetime. Because they last a little bit too long and you hit the maximum. That's alright, if you hit the maximum you just cancel all tethers.
Salvage deposit accepted.
It's not a huge
Credits
issue.
transferred.
Right, that's all the coolants on their merry way. It is now. See, if we wanted to cut all these cut points, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Transferring credit.
19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them.
Salvage goal obtained.
Do I want to spend 16 demo
rewards
charges doing that? Not really. I don't really want to have to do that. Right, let's get in here, because there is a Class 2 reactor in here, I believe. Yes, there is. And there's a little something, a fuse. Right. As usual, we'll strip the back end of this off, get to the Class 2 reactor, yeet that on the barge. Let's not pull the ECU first, because that will set off the reactor, and we ain't ready for that yet. Right, let's grab this fuse. Come here, you. Then let's get stuck and then free ourselves, and then... Aha! Bit of a problem here. The thruster switch is unpowered. Do you know why it's unpowered? Because we pulled the power generator. Okay, so we cannot separate the thruster from the reactor. That's not good. That means the back end of the ship isn't gonna wanna come out unless we cut the thruster cap off. Right, bit of a problem, but not insurmountable. We're gonna have to take the thruster cap off the ship. Do not shoot your laser near the nuclear reactor. This has complicated things really rather a lot, because if we cut that, it's going to set off the reactor. But we need to cut that to separate that, so we're going to have to go outside, cut the thruster cap off, and then, because cutting the thruster cap off, see, because it's not actually attached to the thruster, that then means you can pull off the whole back section. Okay. That's why you don't always want to do the power generator first. I usually like to do that last. See, because all the door panels are no lights now because we've pulled the power generator. Everything is off, so we cannot activate anything, which has given us a bit of an issue. In fact, we don't need to cut the thruster cap. Because it's not attached, this should just tether to the back wall. You should just pull the whole back end of the ship off now. Yes, it's moving. Good. The only slightly annoying thing here is that we're going to have to cut that fuel pipe. We're going to have to lose... once the generator's gone, we'll cut this grey thing because it's only 3,988 worth. We'll do a very accurate split on that, and then we can dunk that in the barge. Or, no, we won't do that, because then we'll be losing that. We'll stinger that, and then we can get that on the barge. Slightly annoying, but that's because Weaver told us to do the power generator first. And that's a lesson. Don't do the power generator first. Leave the power to the ship intact until you've turned on and off everything you need to.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Right, let's get in and free
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
the whole double section. That and this. And I believe that should be enough for this whole double section to be able to move. So in that case, what we'll do, we'll cancel all tethers, get myself the right way up. Get the tethering beam out. We'll hang this thing up there. Like so. Get up there. Why use one tether when you can use multiples? Good, that's moving. This corner there. That corner there. Yeah, whole double section's moving. We could, of course, split that in half with the other cut points that's inside, but the tethers are strong enough to move it, so why would we? No need to cut every cut point. If you don't have to cut a cut point, don't cut it. Okay, the bottom tether has broken, which is really rather annoying. Could you straighten yourself up, please? We're going to need 2 in the bottom corner, just to accelerate the bottom bit a little bit more. There we go. Use of physics. Double speed at the bottom corner, so it straightens itself up. There we go. Because I didn't want it to hit that.
Alright. You got 5 minutes left in this shift, Cutter, before they turn the lights out on you. Weaver out.
Right, we'll just pull the housing off.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
I am considering just peeling the reactor. Like not even bothering with the ECU. Right, and that goes away. Ah, yeah, let's just do it. Okay, you do not get very much time. Whoa!
Cover 9346-52. Your vital signs have been lost. Please reboot your monitor.
Well, that's what we get for trying to cut corners. We had so little time to move that, it exploded before it got on the barge. Because we did not do the thruster or the ECU. And we got killed.
Alright. Breathe. You okay? Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt, and that's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work. Weaver out.
And it blew up the whole back end of the ship. It blew up the ECU. It's blown up lots of everything else. And we now cannot get the last 2 salvage goals for this ship. You can rage quit by abandoning shift, which lets you restart the day. Or you can do what I'm going to do and just stop the shift right now, and we'll get a brand new ship tomorrow because I'm not dealing with this. It's as simple as that. There is no penalty for not finishing a ship, so I'm not going to finish this one now. And that's why you need to at least stop reactors exploding. Oh, that was the first death. Thank God we're not playing super hard mode, because that would have been game over. Super hardcore mode, you get 1 life.
Hello,
Oh joy.
You have 1.
Hey, Rook. How's life? I don't know why, but I've been feeling a bit lonely lately. Lonelier than usual, even, which is saying something for this kind of work. Creeps up on me sometimes, gets me thinking about this girl I knew back on the air platforms. Bumped into her while climbing around the scrapyards. Red hair. Like hot metal. Wicked smart, that one. Cute, too. We ate falafel at a street vendor, then got ice cream. Her lips were cold and sweet when we kissed. I was too shy to go home with her. She had fire in her. She left for a job out on the frontier. Other side of Jupiter. I'm not mad at her. I would have done the same thing. Where I'm from, you can't really pass up those opportunities. Wonder if she ever thinks about me. Hope she's happy. Hell, she sure shouldn't have any regrets. Anyway, I'll get back to daydreaming and leave you be. Woo out.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
Alright, if you look out the window, you will see in the bottom left, all the way down here, you can actually see the ship we're currently working on. This isn't just a static picture. It is actually where you work. So that is our station, That is the ship we were working on and the ship we're going to abandon. Because I'm not cleaning up that mess. Someone else can clean it up. Right, let's do a ship which is worth a lot more money. 31 million. Yes, I will take that 31 million heavy cargo Javelin. Thank you very much. Someone else can clean up that reactor explosion. I'm not doing it. Right, let's get back to work like nothing happened.
I'm not feeling great today, guys. I'll be honest. I'm looking at the reports, and this operation can do so much better. When I look at all of you, I see some very talented, hard-working, and extremely capable bodies. The problem is your minds. You're getting in your own way, tripping up on your individual wants and needs. Embody the company mind. Think of yourself as a physical extension of Lynx Corporation. That's how we'll succeed. Okay? Tomorrow, everyone take 5 before the start of the shift and really become part of the company, yeah? Rose out.
You can tell he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He is not a people person, and that is what managers are supposed to be. Anyway, we have found an awful lot of these cargo pods outside. They're worth 150,000 each. And we found 16 of them on the outside of the ship. So yeah, free money for us. Cha-ching! Ah, there's more antennas here as well.
Applying credit.
This time, let's not get greedy with the reactor. Let's actually at least take the thruster off, if not the ECU as well.
Credits awarded.
There is literally no point in rushing, so let's not rush. Okay, let's find the fuel shut off. I can see it, it's here.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Right, now we can get these big engines out of the way. As long as we don't hit the big fuel tank. Right, and then this just goes in there. Again, 0 penalty for abandoning that ship we half blew up. So why not just abandon it and get a new one?
Account credit applied.
It doesn't matter. The company's quite happy for you to do that because it means that they get all this. They don't have to pay you for all the salvage. They get to keep it for themselves or give it to someone else. I don't know what they do with it, but there's no penalty for doing that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And this one here. And we'll just give this a little nudge. And then grab it before it ends up in the processor, tether it to the barge, and away it goes. One more engine to go, then we'll get inside the back end, if you pardon the expression, and we'll start working on the reactor and not blow it up this time.
Secured. Account credit applied.
At least you got to see what reactor explosions look like. It ain't pretty. We were really close to it and it killed us. Right, how are we looking? Okay, everything's pressurized. Let's hope we have functional air thingies in here, shall we?
Accepted. Credits transferred.
What is that that's being tethered and not moving?
Pressurizing.
Have I accidentally tethered the ship? Or are you just not moving? Oh, I've tethered the ship. Right, let's cancel that. And then There we go, that's the thing. Right. Let's hope there's an atmosphere regulator in here and then it's working.
Airlock pressurizing.
Yes and yes. Nice.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Depressurizing.
And this is blue, which means there's equal pressure on the other side of it, which is nice.
Airlock depressurizing.
Yes, this leads to the cockpit. Hopefully there's an intact atmosphere regulator in here as well.
Airlock pressurizing.
There is! Huzzah!
Air pressure level decreasing.
Where's the chair? There's no chair. That's weird. Right, and this is blue, which means there's equal pressure on the other side. So that's done.
Depressurizing.
Let me in. Nice. Ah, now the problem we have here is that the crawl space is still pressurized. And there ain't no way to depressurize it safely, so let's grab on and open the door. Don't blow up the reactor, please. Right, we've got some wires. Where are we? Right, that goes outside. That goes to the cockpit. Ah, crawl space. Found it. Okay, we're the right way up as well. Good. Right. Now we haven't yanked the power. This is actually powered, so we can detach the thruster. Same as last time, only do it better. That's the first big mistake we've made in this entire playthrough. But at least you got to see what mistakes look like. They look like pain and death. Right, let's get back out of this ship. Drag the end off. Get the thruster on the barge. Because Mr. Thruster is now free. You can just get tethered.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
I wouldn't mind trying to get this reactor out
Salvage
today.
registered. Transferring credits.
I'm not sure if pulling the reactor turns the power off in the same way that pulling the power generator does. Let's not stinger close to the pipes. That would be bad. Okay, that's... Okay, so you telling me that this entire double section was held on by that one cut point? Okay, looks like it was. In that case, tether you there, tether you there. This can then get tethered up twice as fast, maybe 3 times as fast. Is this big bit moving? That should be a yes, it is moving. I think it's moved enough that we can just yeet it straight into the processor from here. We'll just put 2 tethers on it and watch it carefully. Yeah, it's moving. That means that this bit can go on that processor. With at least 2 tethers. Okay, now getting to the ECU is going to be a bit of a problem because we're going to have to go through this top hatch. That's not a huge issue. I can deal with that.
Salvage deposit
We have at
secured.
least managed to take the
Credits
thruster
awarded.
off so the reactor will not instantly
Valuable
explode if we
object
pull it.
accepted for processing.
But then I'm not going to pull the reactor until the ECU's been taken care of this time.
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left.
I know.
You know what to do.
I know.
Weaver out.
I know what I'm doing. And I know what I have to do. And I'm currently doing it. Right, let's get the ECU. And then remember to come out the top hatch. Right, that goes over
Object
here.
accepted for processing. Credits
Grab that.
deposited.
Grab that. Grab that. Out the top hatch. Then out. And get stuck and then move.
Reactor meltdown sequence triggered. Urgent action required.
I'm not sure whether that the previous reactor timed out or whether or not it hit something when we tethered it. Whatever it was, it weren't right. Yeah, look.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Looks like everything
Salvage goal cleared.
went where it was supposed to.
Rewards allocated.
Cool. Get this tiny little bit here. Nice. You go in there. And then we need to cut this thing off. Just split saw it. Then we need to get back outside and cut the back off. That's not a huge issue.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's moving. Just check there's nothing attached to the back. No, there is not, so that goes in there.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Oh man, I don't want to run out of tethers.
Deposited.
I want to get that down
Account
there.
credit applied.
Go. Go. And you will notice that we can charge up our force push now. Because that's one of the upgrades we bought.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Looks like our oxygen is not quite enough to last a whole shift. It will when we buy the next upgrade, which we should be able to afford today.
Welcome to
Oxygen, fuel,
Oxygen levels
tethers.
stabilizing.
Alright, not bad. It's been a good day's work on a Javelin.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Right, let's see how much we can make in the next 2 minutes.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Ah, we'll just peel the door panel. Just because I can see it. Right, we're going to have to get in here and
Salvage
cut all this
registered.
off.
Transferring credit.
And then just down a bit. That's one.
Looking like you got about a minute left, Cutter. 1 minute remaining.
And then this should move. Yep, that goes in there. And Mr. Airlock goes down there. Bye bye.
deposit accepted for processing.
And then a couple of cut points.
Salvage secured.
One at the top
Account credit applied.
and one at the bottom, and then that whole section should slide out. Yep, I saw it move a tiny little bit. Let's get ourselves orientated correctly. Right. Okay, tomorrow that goes in there, that goes in there, and we're good. Well, that went better than yesterday. We didn't die. 12 million in a single shift. And it wasn't even a training one. And we're rank 13 and we've got quite a few loyalty points. Let's see what we can upgrade. Oxygen, hopefully. Oh, here we go.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one.
Hey, are you all around?
Her again.
Seriously, what is with this guy? I honestly can't tell if he's a sociopath or just incompetent.
He's like extremely intimidating.
Should we reach out for some support?
What kind of support you thinking?
Like technical support?
No, Kai, the Union.
I get why you think you want that, kid, but you don't. Trust me.
You're talking about bringing the Union stuff here?
Let me handle it, folks. Please.
Weaver, no disrespect, but this is becoming bigger than just our crew. The Union might help us report this as an official complaint. Maybe mediate a discussion.
Wait. I'm gonna take care of y'all. Same as I always have, okay? And just go on and get them 40 wings, alright? I'll take care.
Hal's not that bad. At least, not to us.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Right, let's buy some oxygen, shall we? Oh yeah! Right, that should mean we now have enough oxygen to last one entire shift. The next thing I want to buy is more tether amount, because that will be the only thing we ever need to buy from the kiosk. Let's do one more shift and then we'll call it a day. Let's go.
Hey Kai, you're up here to help your family, right?
Yeah, for my fam. You can buy citizenship in Pacifica, but it costs a ton. Yeah, it's tough. There's 5 of us, my Sobo, Dad, Mom, little sis Marlena, and myself. Well, we should actually be 6. Lost my older sis Makoto a few years ago. She's the one who should be here. She applied, even got accepted, but then she got sick. Real sick. And yeah, non-citizens can't get care, so here I am.
Kai, I'm so sorry. I didn't know about your sister.
It's okay. You actually remind me a lot of her, Lou.
Aw, Kai. I know it's tough, but we've got your back.
Thanks, Lou.
Right, so I'd forgotten I'd actually cut off the airlock, and now the whole cockpit is just kind of floating around in space. So we should really take all the stuff out of it and then get rid of it. Right, you, move. We're gonna have to deal with that walkway thing. No, not there. In the furnace. Because this aero bridge needs to go in the furnace, but it's full of stuff, so we're going to have to take the stuff out and then cut it off, because that goes in the processor, that goes in the processor, and there's no cut points holding it on. We've just got to cut it off ourselves for the split saw. So, in the meantime, let's just clear this thing out.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
So Kaito's here because his sister he needs to buy citizenship for his sister, because this is a dystopian future where everything is commodified, including human life and citizenship and everything else.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Kaito is like really, really bad at the job. Is there anything in the hidden compartment? No, no chair and nothing in the hidden compartment. Right.
Account credited.
If we cut that cut point, then all this half will go in and we'll be left with this flat cap here. Or, we get the split saw out, line it up carefully, count the dots. We need to go this way a little bit more. Oops, stop. And then hopefully cut off the aero bridge. Does that look good? That looks pretty good to me. Looks like we got it. Right. Goodbye, Mr. Cockpit. Excellent. That was a nice clean cut. Right, let's get all the lights and door controls out of this thing and then cut off the other end and yeet it in the furnace.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Ideally, it would have done this when it was still attached to the ship because the whole thing is just moving as we peel stuff off it.
Credits deposited.
Which is not really what you want. And then we're being pulled inside it, so that's great. Because this is now going to make cutting off the other end of it a little bit of a pain in the ass. Because it's still moving. Right, we're going to have to line ourselves up, get the split saw out. Heyo, we did it! Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, this goes in there, and goodbye. It's worth nearly $500,000, so that's why I wanted to get it out cleanly. And that goes in there. And that goes down there. Huzzah.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Right, now we're doing engine stuff again. So, Stinger. Remember, I don't trust the cut points. I'd rather just lose the aluminum of these and get it out that way. Okay, now the whole back section should be able to be moved. Yes, it is. And I believe that the fuel thing is now free floating as well. Cancel the tether. Now that that's lined up, get that out the way in the furnace, and then we can tether this to the back wall and pull it out nice and neatly, we hope. Just like that. Oh yeah, we did it right that time. Cancel the tether, tether it to the barge, away you go. Reattach that tether, send it on its way. Okay, now we can actually cut these cut points and get the outer cage moving. So we'll just stinger these.
Raw material deposited.
Got a nice long range in the stinger these days. Could still do with some more cooldown or thermal buffer. But that should be the cage able to be moved. The cage will probably try and snag itself on these, so we need to cut these off so it can at least pull them out the way. Let's switch over to split saw, put the brakes on. One click. Missed one. Right, good, fine. Something's moving across the sun. Yeah, it's this giant barge thing. That happens from time to time. It is a living universe. There are other people at work. And in fact, Kaito's workstation is just behind this barge. You can actually see him at work sometimes. It's quite cool. You in there. You in there. You need to move, even though you're quite heavy. And then go in there. And you in the bottom need to move down.
Object accepted for processing. Credits
And then
deposited.
go in there. And you can just find your own way in there. Go on. Bump, bang, beep, bop, blop. Yep, off it goes. Right. Okay, all of this is pressurized, so that's a bit of a pain. Have we left anything hanging up anywhere? No, good. Right, let's get in here. Okay, this is all depressurized.
Valuable
That will
object processed.
repressurize it.
Awarded.
Okay, blue means we can open, because it's the same pressure.
Airlock depressurizing.
Let's open these ones. Okay, this goes to the
Airlock
cockpit,
depressurizing.
and the cockpit is also depressurized, which is good for us. In fact, we should probably just do the cockpit now. Because it's depressurized and it's still attached to the ship, why not? We've only got 6 minutes left, so let's just get on the money for this and try and hit the 4th salvage goal. Right, that's that out the way. Just move it up. And then yeet it in the furnace. And get out the way. Nice.
Salvage secured. Account credit
no.
applied.
Data drive. Come here. Even we don't really care about them because they're only lore. But lore's interesting at times.
Applying credit.
Don't care about the door thing or the atmosphere regulator. We can pull them out because they're not serving any purpose, because that was all depressurized anyway, and it wasn't going to prevent us from depressurizing anything else.
Salvage deposit accepted.
There's a bottle of whiskey.
Credits
There's
transferred.
a water bottle, I think it was. Go in there. Anything down here? Oh yes, there is. There's a dampener.
Salvage registered. Transferring
that.
credits.
And goodbye to cockpit number 2. Pull
You
the
got
door
5
panel.
minutes remaining in your shift, Cutter. 5 minutes. Weaver out.
Okay.
Deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Where does this go? Goes to another compartment. Okay. Hopefully there's an atmosphere regulator in here.
Airlock pressurizing.
And hopefully it's functional. If it's not, we're going to be in trouble. Ooh, what have we here? Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies. Ah, thruster fuel. Hydroponics cabinet. Cool. Although, of course, the main thing and the good thing, there is an intact and functional atmosphere regulator. Which is exactly what we were hoping for.
Decreasing.
Man, there is a lot of barge stuff in here. Right.
Airlock depressurizing.
That should open to space. Yep. Nice. And this will open back into the other compartment as well.
Airlock depressurizing.
Hopefully both doors will open because it's depressurized on both sides. Yes. Oh, balls. We're going to have to violently decompress into the crawl space, but that's not a huge issue. We'll just hide down here. Grab hold, open the door. Okay, the whole ship's moving now. It's not great. We should have done that before we took the back end of the ship off, because that has moved the ship a little bit. If you do that when you've taken too much weight off the ship, the entire ship can get flung like into the processor or into the furnace or out into space or even down into the barge. I may or may not have done that on any number of times. But that is a thing that can happen, so that's why I tend to like to depressurize the entire ship before doing anything else.
Secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, now we need to get into the cross base, strip this thing. Ooh, piece of candy. End cap, I think we'll leave on. Or can we? Maybe we can sting at this. Is there a cut point here? Yes, good. Okay. I think the whole front sleeve will come off if we can get enough tethers on it to separate it from the back side. There's another cut point. And we're going to have to free these airlocks as well. Only got a minute or so left. Do as much as we can. Shut up, heat. I don't have time. Okay, there's 4 airlocks in here. Yeah. Oh, we need to cut that as well. And the one on the other side, because that's holding it on as well.
Look sharp, Cutter. 1 minute left on the clock.
Don't you worry about me. Right, let's try and get that 4th airlock done today, shall we? Good, that's moving. It looks like we've missed the 4th one. That was the 3rd one. Didn't hold it on long enough. Now we did. We've got to get down here. Stop. Get that. And this. And that. Okay, now the whole ship should just come apart. You in there. And you in there. Go. Didn't quite make it to the 4th salvage goal, but we made a decent amount of money. Lots of money at the front end of this ship.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
And on that inspirational note, I shall leave you for today. When we come back, we'll finish that ship. We should have been finishing the first ship we did, but I died and I rage quit it and we got a new one instead, so that's how it goes. No penalty for rage quitting, so who cares? So I shall see you in the next episode, and look after yourself until then. See you later.